Hello, this
Hey.
is episode 19 of the Generational Podcast. My name is Owen Brown,
And I'm Stephen Brown.
and this is the Father and Son Podcast, so the Generational Podcast.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Generational Podcast.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you have for me today?
Oh, well, I think I wanted to know your top three favorite, like, athletes, I guess, or, like, people you look up to
Okay, top three that I look up to
for athletics.
for athletics.
Yeah. We'll do
Okay.
academics later.
Academics. Okay, so my top three would be Bruce Lee, because he's Asian,
Mm-hmm.
John Jones, because he's relevant, and up and comer, which is Bo Nickel,
Okay.
who I think is really good. And all three do martial arts because I do martial arts myself, and it's one of the hardest sports that you can ever learn.
Okay.
So that's why they're my top three.
All right.
What do you think of them?
I think Bruce Lee was amazing for his time, and he was definitely kind of like a trendsetter.
Okay, is he like David Goggins then?
I don't know about all that. I mean, yeah, he did amazing human feats like David Goggins, but in a different sense.
Okay,
So yeah,
he's Asian. David Goggins is the American.
yeah. So
Like
David
idol.
Goggins doesn't give up, dude. That guy has no quit in him.
Okay,
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I love how society appreciates people that are trying to.
Amazing.
Yeah, just amazing people.
Amazing people. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's good when they do actually take care of amazing people.
Mhm.
It's sad when amazing people squander their gifts.
Okay, so to my second person, which is John Jones,
Mm-hmm.
I think that John Jones is well. I know that Francis Nagano,
Mhm.
right, was the reigning heavyweight
Yeah, he
Champ.
vacated the belt.
who vacated the belt, and I always wondered why he vacated the belt. Right, I thought he was scared of John Jones. Well, come to find out, he had a knee surgery. He had his ACL worked
Oh.
on.
So he made all that money while he was laid up with an ACL. Y'all fighters need to take notes. That man just did some chess moves.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
So
Good on you.
I couldn't remember where he went,
It doesn't matter really.
where Francis Nagano went.
Oh, Premier Fight League.
Okay, so the PFC,
PFL.
PFL.
Premier Fight League.
Oh, okay,
PFL. Yes.
PFL. Okay,
Yeah.
so I figured out that they're trying to put a promotion card up where John Jones is going to fight Francis Nagano, and they're going to do a collab between PFL and UFC.
Oh yeah.
And the one who came up with this was, I'm pretty sure it was Logan Paul. He put out a post between the two, and told them to come together to do a
Super fight.
super fight between the two divisions.
Yeah.
Not divisions, but
Organizations.
yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think smart move with the promotions.
Mhm.
In order to catapult both promotions into the spotlight a little bit more, that's pretty good.
Okay.
I think John Jones is the baddest man on the freaking planet. Like Francis, like your knee,
Mhm.
your knee.
Okay.
You got knee surgery.
We seen John Jones.
Yes.
We seen.
We
John
are.
Jones.
Listen,
Oh,
we're.
goodness.
All I can say is just it's John Jones,
Mhm.
and I understand if somebody doesn't want to fight him.
Yeah, he does really
He's an
devastating.
amazing person. He's amazing in the ring. Amazing person that
Mm-hmm.
can do things like that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just don't see. I see a fight happening. I just don't see it like going through. I don't see it actually ending up happening
But we're going into
to where
ifs.
Francis is gonna win.
Okay.
I just don't see it ever
If
happening.
I say if the fight does happen, who do you think would win? Which you just pretty much answered.
Yeah, who do you think would win?
I think that John Jones would
Well,
win.
he's your favorite fighter.
Yeah.
What is your favorite
He's my top two.
Yeah. I don't. Anybody can get caught,
Mhm.
and Francis has those big haymakers, but it's John Jones.
Okay.
It's John Jones. You got to deal with the Taekwondo style leg kicks.
Mhm.
You have to deal with the boxing that he's being taught to. You have to deal with the wrestling that he's really good at. You have to deal with the knees, the Muay Thai,
Mhm.
Muay Thai elbows. Yeah, there's a lot there. And then you have the agility. The man is a heavyweight, and he is still agile.
Which is really interesting.
Really interesting. Like, I've seen Nagano fight. I've seen his clips. He's devastating. But he's no John Jones.
Okay. So to my third one, which is an up and coming, which is Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
Do you think that Bo Nickel will do well in the UFC?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just dominate division.
I think that if, listen.
Okay.
He's great.
Mhm.
I think that he needs to grow.
All right.
And the reason why I said that is because for fighting, he's a world-class wrestler.
Mhm.
But fighting-wise, he needs to grow in a little more. It needs to be kind of like slowly. I think his coaches and his management know exactly, along with himself, know exactly the best steps to take, because it's like a game. You got to go. You're leveling. You know.
All right.
And he's leveling up, and like he slapped on a choke. And I expect to see it a lot faster. That choke,
Mhm.
more controlled. It was good. He still won. Win is a win. But I think it could be a lot cleaner. And I think if he hits some subs a little bit faster, a little bit cleaner, he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Mm.
And then the ground and pound, please get to the ground and pound.
Okay.
Right. There's a lot of stuff that that he can do that is gonna be pretty ugly. He can bust some guys up.
Mhm.
Like, I'm telling you right now, with the right coaching, he can go to the top. However, if he gets misled by his coaching staff, if he gets misled by management, then you don't want to bite off too much more than you can chew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
You want to make sure that you're moving up slowly, and you don't have somebody cutting your legs out from under you quickly just to make a little money.
Well, you always tell me don't punch above your weight.
Yeah, right now he's new in the UFC. He's good. He's got a great work ethic. I think he can go undefeated in the UFC with the right steps.
Mhm.
And I believe that he will be a champion one day.
Okay.
So that is 100%. I don't know. I don't believe that it needs to be express laned at all, because I think that he could be a champion for a long time if he does things the right way. And I mean talking like GSP reign, John Jones reign type of thing. If he just, But I also have that same. I have that same sentiment for a lot of other athletes too that just don't see themselves.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, Bo Nickel's pretty cool though.
Mhm.
I enjoy seeing him. I like seeing his clips and stuff on Instagram. So, yeah, I'm a fan. I like to see wrestlers get in there and do it, because there's always that evolution from wrestler to fighter, but still having those roots in wrestling to where it's like, all right, I'm just going to pick you up over my head right now and slam you under the ground, because, nothing hits harder than the ground. Like your body versus ground or my punch.
Well, depending on who's throwing
who's throwing you, yeah.
Mike Tyson?
If you have somebody throwing you like the right way and can actually, because all the years you're taught, oh, don't throw this way and don't throw that way, and now you're in MMA, you're like, oh yeah, do it. You're like, really?
Yeah. I get to hold both arms.
You
and
really,
throw?
really? I get to suplex and suplex and suplex some more. Yeah, but you have to realize that, like, when you do those high flyer moves in the cage or in the ring, it really depletes your stamina if you haven't been training for those throws within those 15 or 25 minutes, and you're not used to throwing that stuff around, your stamina's gonna go boo, 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 like in the video game.
Okay.
You're gonna be big time breathing, just trying to suck it, dude, from the earth, trying to get oxygen from your feet at that point. Just slowing down like you're trying to pull oxygen from the ground or something. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Don't find yourself in that position, because those are the worst positions ever. That was my last fight.
All right.
I was sucking oxygen.
Off
Boy, no, I couldn't move my shoulder. I couldn't do nothing, dude. I was like, by that round 2, my whole shoulder was spent. I was like, after dislocating it, like weeks prior. Whoo-wee.
My question for you is, why does it seem like we get injured whenever we're going into like a competition?
Okay.
Right? Like an important competition, but every time we kind of get like somewhat injured, and then it hinders your mind from doing well.
Yeah. That happens a lot because we don't have the right coaches to tell us to press off the gas a little bit early, because you don't want to. It's called peaking out, right?
Right.
So when you peak out, you peak out for so long before you're gonna get your card pulled. You're gonna get hurt, right? You can only perform top before something happens, right? Because everybody gets hurt. It just happens. Everybody gets hurt in training, in the ring, whatever. You're gonna get hurt, right? But in this case, when you peak out, you have a coach that's telling, "Hey, let's go hit mitts. Spar now." Right, and you're doing that, or you have a coach that says, "You know what? We're gonna hit drills. We're not going live."
All right.
And because I really believe in like starvation, right? I really believe in that when I'm training. So I'm like, the starvation stuff is like I'll starve a fighter from sparring because I want him to have the dog in him when he's I'll limit it. So I won't like completely keep it away, but I'll limit it to where, okay, I'm only going to have you spar this many times.
Okay.
It also limits the fact that you get hurt less, so then you're more prepped in the fight. So you still have to have sparring and sparring partners, but sparring partners you trust for fights. Because there's always show off time and stuff. But
okay. So what happens when you don't have a good coach?
Or no coach. If you were like me and you had no coach and you're just, don't do it. That's it. If you don't have a coach that's in your corner. It's hard because it's not just... It's easy to watch your back, right? When you're the only one, when your back's against the wall, right? But if you're focused on something and your back's not against then your back's no longer against the wall. That means that you got everybody else at your back. So you got a lot of eyes at your back. So you got a lot of enemies at your back too, or people that want to make money off of you, right? So it's just like the whole thing of like, what I'm trying to get to is like 2 heads, 3 heads are better than 1.
Okay.
Right? It's easy to see troubles coming as a person sometimes. It's even easier with 3 people with you, like, hey, what about this? Hey, what about this scenario?
So someone warning you of something that might happen.
Well, just keeping you aware. And then, but you have to value that person. Like in Japan, even I botched relationships, and I didn't really botch it because we're still friends. But however, I had those moments of like how do I want to say it? Not having understanding of my position and then others' position in the fight game, in the fight world.
Okay.
Like I've had my coach tell me don't fight, and then I fought, and I was hurt.
Okay.
Or I had a coach tell me don't fight, and I fought, and then I got set up. Right. So there's you have to value those people.
Okay.
And, I even made the mistake in life of telling those people that I was going to do things anyway, and that was a mistake.
All right.
Yeah. So usually when you get somebody to mentor you, and they tell you to do something,
Mhm.
you don't have to listen to them because advice is always free, but they don't have to stick around either.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, um, shoot, what were we gonna talk about? We got a funny story, didn't we? What are we gonna talk about? There was some kind of funny story, wasn't there?
No, there wasn't a funny story, but
I thought I had a funny
have a
story for
story though.
What's that?
So on April 12th, a train went from Wyoming to California.
Oh yeah.
It was holding. Oh well, the rail went through Texas, New Mexico, and then all the way to California. And it ended up. It was holding 30 tons of ammonium nitrate, which is 60,000 pounds, if you really want to know in pounds. So that 30-ton truck of ammonium nitrate or cart went missing.
It's a train car.
It's a train car.
That stuff doesn't go missing.
Oh, it went missing.
It's
They
on
said
a
it was-
train car.
They said it was
Listen.
empty.
No.
And
I'm calling where's the tinfoil hat? You got the tinfoil hat?
I don't have a tinfoil
I
hat.
thought we had a tinfoil hat, man. We're gonna need one because I'm calling conspiracy tinfoil hat stuff now.
Okay.
Because listen, man, there's no way that how are you gonna lose something that's on a track? You don't do that. You don't do that.
They found the cart empty and the Mojave
Mojave Desert.
Mojave Desert.
Yeah, no.
Right
That's
next
a
to
lie.
Las Vegas.
Yep, people are getting greased right there. Next thing you know, dead bodies are going to show up and people that were involved watch. They're going to get Clinton real quick.
Get emailed.
No, there's no emails involved when you're Clinton. Ain't no emails involved. Maybe the email to get them rid of them, and that's why she's burning that stuff. Never mind. Or bleaching it, whatever.
Tinfoil hat.
Tinfoil hat. That's the tinfoil hat talking. Let's just take it off now.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I think that we need to probably talk about the
for people that don't know, ammonium nitrate is a
chemical.
An agent, right? That accelerates pretty much burning.
Yeah, so it can be made in bombs. It can be made with meth.
Right.
Meth,
it can be made for drugs.
Or meth or speed.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else?
It's also fertilizer.
Fertilizer. So farmers could have been stealing it too. That would have been more. That would be more up my alley of believing that farmers is stealing it. Like, yeah, we needed it for crops, so we just took that shit.
Wow.
But what most likely happened is it's probably for drugs. If I had to pick one of the three, if I was a betting man,
okay,
I would say it was probably Jack for drugs. However, tinfoil hat man would say, no, it's going to be a big government conspiracy to blow some shit up. That's tinfoil hat man talking, and it's probably going to blame Trump supporters or some dumb shit like that. And I sleep next to one, so, they're not all bad. She's got boobies, so it's cool. Made you feel awkward, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really did.
awkward one right there. That was
Yeah.
awkward one, huh?
That was awkward.
Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, man. Speaking of boobies, what kind of boobies you like, dude?
Well, I like booby traps.
Booby
So.
traps. I love you. That's
So.
awesome.
I noticed how grenades can be easily turned into traps because of games.
Oh my goodness, dude! How many times am I going to see that today? How many times am I going to see it? Man finds grenade, and it's WW2 grenade. It's great granddad's. Now my thing is, was it one of these? Oh, look at granddad's! Boom! Or was it like one of these?
No, you have to pull the pin.
You're supposed to be one of the. Don't worry, kids, it's fake. Boom! It wasn't fucking fake, right? So I mean, I feel bad for the gentleman. However, like, if you see a grenade in a drawer,
Well, leave it.
leave it alone. Leave it in a drawer. It's there for a reason. Just leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there. It doesn't need to be there. Just remember, when the robbers come or when somebody comes, you've got a grenade in a drawer.
Mm.
Can be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know.
To go get some.
You never know when you need a good grenade, you know?
Right.
I mean, they could be illegal. I don't know. Are they illegal?
I don't know.
I
But
don't
it could be
know.
used
I
to
don't
kill
know how
some
mess around
ruffians,
with them,
you
so.
know?
Huh?
Kill some ruffians.
Ruffians. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's a little bit overkill. Oh.
I mean,
Oh, you want to jack my car? Let's just blow this bitch up. Fuck, we could both go right now. Fuck. No, really? That's how we're gonna play. We're gonna play this game today. You picked me on the wrong day, motherfucker.
okay. So, I do. So, that is the only booby I like, currently.
What? That's
Booby traps.
boobies. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The one, the booby traps?
Mhm.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I heard that on the radio this morning. He blew a grenade.
And then I wanted to ask you, since you worked so many jobs throughout, well, college and raising me,
And as a
What are
child,
some-
childhood.
what are some horrible bosses that you had?
Oh, I had one boss that he would deliberately make me go tell the biggest guy in the whole company that was a truck driver that he couldn't drive his favorite truck. Just because he knew I could fight.
Mm.
And like I thought this dude was so cool, the truck driver. And then when the boss put me in that position, ended the friendship
Wow.
because the truck driver had been there longer than me, and then I was over him. But then I wasn't the type of guy that was like, you can't do this, you can't do that. I was always like, yeah, go ahead, I don't care. Let's just get this done, you know. And I don't ever change somebody's trucks on anything because if somebody likes their truck and they work well, let them have their truck. Who
Right.
cares?
They're used
Right?
to
That's
it.
their truck. Let them have it. They work good. Let them go.
Right.
Right? There's no need for me to like change things. But no, he deliberately made me go tell this gentleman that he couldn't be in his truck.
Wow.
And this guy was huge, and he didn't speak English very well, and I guess for them it was a lot of laughs, but for me it was like put me in a bad position.
Destroying a bridge.
Yeah, and that really sucked. But then, I had another job. I had another kind of job where the guy was really like, I don't know, like he would talk so much about gay people and stuff like that I started to think he was probably gay.
Okay.
Borderline. Because, when somebody is so obsessed with like gay people, then it's like, are you obsessed because you want to like join them or what?
Okay.
Is that
Raises
what?
some questions.
Yeah, I'm like, are you seem like you really like them a lot, and it just felt like at this point I was just like, you know what, I couldn't handle that. And then I had another one. This is the third one. This one would get belligerent drunk and then black out, and then do mean things to employees. And then, like, when everyone tried to confront this person, they wouldn't admit to it and just act like the person that they treated was worthless. So
it was a bad boss.
That was a bad boss. So that's why, like, I'm like, you know what? I'd much rather work my own companies.
So how should a boss act with employees?
You don't have to be a dick. And you don't have to get drunk at work, and you don't have to treat people that get paid less than you like they're worth less than you, because they're still intrinsically a good person, and they still have feelings, and you want to make them work well. So why would you treat them like shit?
Good point.
Right? So you treat people how you want to be treated. If you're working there, do you want to be treated like a person with some dignity and some self-respect? You don't want to manipulate them. You don't want to treat them horrible. Or do you want to, are you going to be supportive to their family needs too? Because they're there to support their family and things, Yeah. So it's like, I don't get all into the whole, like, listen, I'm not going to be one of the teachers or one of the students at the school unless I'm the principal.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Because the principal calls the shots.
Right.
So my whole thing in a business, if I walk in and I feel like you're doing high school shit, in my company,
Mhm.
you're out. I don't do high school shit.
Right.
This ain't high school. High school was back 18, 19 years old, whatever, however old you were when you graduated. We ain't high school no more. We're adults. You take that shit somewhere else. We're here to get shit done and get work done. We're supposed to make numbers roll.
Mhm.
I don't play this like I don't like the whole back talk. I don't like the side talk in companies. Like there's people
Mhm.
that deliberately like create problems within a company to like knock people down
Right.
inside that company.
Mhm.
Like people like that are like mentally retarded. Like you are mentally retarded. You can't work with anybody to create a business of success. You have to destroy other people's within the business, which destroys the business itself.
Right.
To make yourself look successful by destroying the business. That's petty and
It
it's
is
shitty.
pity.
Right? So I can't
Now,
stand that.
If I can't trust you with the business, how can I trust you with the government or the
Right.
nation?
Right.
So,
Oh wow, I didn't know you were going with this.
so
I
a
had
part
no
of
idea.
a part of business is how we run this country, which
Okay.
is if you are doing bad in our country, you should be put in prison, right, or jail. Now, some of those people in businesses do it and they get caught and they go to jail, but a lot of
That
people
white
don't.
collar. That white collar jail.
Right.
Go play tennis and shit.
Right. So, what I was getting to was it's the same idea, right? Where
Yeah.
if you're destroying something, which is your own company, why are you in the company?
It's kind of like, you know, everybody else around you should eat you and like get you out.
Well,
that's how that works.
it should be.
And when I mean eat you is like I don't mean like eat you cannibalism. We're gonna gather around you with pitchforks, stick them on the Barbie. No, I mean just like, you know, they need to like get rid of them.
Mhm.
They need to call them out.
Okay.
Them out for whatever their filthiness is.
Mhm.
Right. So yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, man, it happens though, and that's how you deal with it. Is you just call that out, like on point. They'll hate you for it. People will hate you for it, but you call it out. Like, why would you do that?
Mhm.
Why would you shoot holes in his ship? What do you do to you? I just don't like the way he looks. Oh, so you're racist, right? So like, you know, what's going on here?
Okay.
You know, but
Well, I think that's very interesting. So I have a question for you.
what's
I
up?
know you do comedy. So who's your
Sometimes.
favorite comedian? Or who would you like to meet, actually?
Man, there's a lot of comedians I'd love to meet. I mean, you have top three,
Okay.
top three that I think that I could get along with.
Mhm.
Right? Of course, Joe Rogan. Like that's a definite because Joe Rogan is. I think it would probably be cool hanging out and like talking smack on like different subjects.
Mhm.
I think that'd be cool. Bert Chrysler, because Bert Chrysler, not Chrysler like the car. No, sorry, Bert. and then I don't know, man. Uncle Joey, man.
Uncle Joey?
Uncle Joey, Joey
Oh.
Diaz.
What
Yeah, I'd love to see. I'd love to meet him because, dude, this guy, he's got no filter, and I freaking love it. Like I can so identify with the way that he just talks so much shit.
The
Like
Colombian what again?
the coffee.
The Colombian
bowl.
bowl.
What does he say? Brazilian bowl.
Brazilian bowl.
You get the Brazilian bowl. Fuck you. That's great. Oh yeah, that guy. I mean, but he's one of those guys that you meet. That's like, to me, he's one of those corner guys.
Mhm.
You know, he's one of those guys that you sit down on a hot day and he's outside the store, and he's got his cup of coffee or whatever or what his drink is, and he's telling stories on the side of the corner. Back when my day, we was running this block right here. Me and my cousin Rico, we used to, you know, he's like one of those guys, and he's like, I'll tell you what to do. You go back here, you get you some sodas, you come back over here, you pay, you go ahead and you charge an extra quarter. You put that money in your pocket. You go back across the block. You go get some of that white stuff. No, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying he's like one of those guys that he's got so many wisdom tales. It seems like he's got something to say. I thought I put that on silent. This devilish dang phone. I swear, it is the devil, son.
Mm-hmm.
It is weird.
It's Pandora's box.
Shh. It's the FBI. They're trying to spy on me.
Get the
They're
tinfoil
spying. Tinfoil hat. It's
on.
the FBI's. It's George Soros and his flying saucers. He's an alien. I swear. He's a lizard man.
The lizard man. Oh, I forgot all about that.
He's underneath your shower, just sucking down all your bodily fluids on the shower.
Really putting the tinfoil on.
You shouldn't have got that tinfoil hat out, dude. I'm just saying. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, dude, I gotta have fun with some of this. You know, I'm making myself sweat. That's crazy.
No,
I'm laughing.
yeah.
Body temperature is rising. I need to get it back down in the cool area.
To the Bruce Lee. Like water.
Ooh. Get my power pose going.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Your power pose.
Yeah.
I saw
Vagina.
that.
Big vagina. Big vagina. Big vagina.
Dad.
Right there. Grab her by the pussy. That's what Trump really meant. That way when they see it, you know. That's like the new Trump sign. If you see guys sitting like this, you're like, you're a Trump star, yeah. Me too, buddy. Grab her by the pussy. Grab her by the pussy, bud. Just like this. They're just walking around. This is the new Trump sign, homie. I love it. Grab her by the pussy.
Good.
And just sit here like that. What pose is that? This is the Trump pose. What's it called? It's called the grab her by the pussy pose. Love it. Madison's gonna start doing this too. No, she's like, she doesn't even have to do it. She just grabs her own pussy. Oh, jeez. But yeah, dude, I'm doing the
Okay.
grab her by the pussy pose. GBBPP. Somebody's gonna copy this shit. I know, but it's cool. It's cool. I don't care. It's all good.
All right. Do you want to end episode 19 on that? Episode 19. This was the Generational Podcast. We'll like to see you on the next episode.
He's trying to end it quick.
And
on the grab her by the pussy pose. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first on the Generational Podcast. This is the new sign. If you see him sit like this, you're like, you voted for Trump, huh? Grab her by the pussy.
all right. See you later.